Good evening. It is my great privilege to welcome you all to this event. We are deeply honored by the presence of our chief guest, His Excellency Thiru Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. We are also privileged to welcome our guest of honor, Honorable Thiru Justice Kumaresh Babu, Honorable Judge of Madras High Court. I warm welcome to you, sir. I like to extend warm welcome to our esteemed founder and chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan. A hearty welcome to our special guest, Dr. N. Nagalingam, National Vice President, ABVP, and convener of this conference, Mr. Prakash. Once again, I welcome all esteemed dignitaries and everyone of you gathered here today. As we come to the close of Nidhi Kalam 2026, Igniting Legal Minds for Development of Bharat, it is both gratifying and inspiring to reflect the journey we have witnessed over the course of this conference. I would like to quote a choral, Nyalam Karudinin Kaikudum Kalam Karidir Edad Chayan. The pendant world's dominant may be won in fitting time and place by action done. It underscores that even the governance of the world can be accomplished when actions are guided by clear and understanding of the appropriate time and contents. The theme of this conference aligns closely with the principle, reflecting a timely and well-convinced initiative towards realizing the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. At the same time, this wisdom is also deeply relevant to the legal professionals. Law must evolve the need of the society. A conference of this nature is not merely about the sections that are conducted or the papers are presented. It truly lies in the ideas that are exchanged, the questions that are raised, and curiosity that is ignited in the minds of young scholars. Over the past section, Nidhi Kalam 2026 has successfully created such a space for dialogue, one that encourages reflection on the evolving nature of law in rapidly transforming nation. As India moves towards the remembrance of its independence 2047, the theme of this conference has invited to think deeply, shaping the future of our country. The discussions we have witnessed have highlighted the law is not a static institution. It evolves with society, technology, governance, and aspiration of the people it serves. The various sections throughout the conference has focused upon how the law depends on the colonial history of India, how now shaped in this area, which cater the need of people while being aware of the never innovations and technology developments that are just not seen in the field of AI, IPR, and cyber laws, but also their incorporation in the global governance, digital marketing competitions, sustainable development, and evolving labor codes an aspect of newly evolved economy. One of the most commendable aspects of Nidhi Kalam 2026 is being ability to bring together experienced people, legal practitioners, policy thinkers, and young law students on common platform. Such interactions are invaluable because they bridge the gap between the theory and practice. For students listening to the experience and insights of those who served in judiciary, government, academia provides lessons that cannot be found in the textbook. For the legal practitioners and policy thinkers, we believe that will provide them a new perspective in the advancement of technology, legal loopholes that exist in the law, and how can we address these gaps. At this moment, I like to express our sincere gratitude to the distinguished dignitaries who have generously shared their knowledge and experience during this conference. Their presence have elevated the quality of discourse and provided invaluable inspiration to the young legal minds gathered here. I extend my sincere gratitude to Justice Thiru G.R. Swaminathan, Justice S. Srimadi, Justice L.C. Victoria Gauri, and Justice Bharata Chakravarti, Honorable Judges of Madras High Court, for gracing this occasion with their presence and insights. I also express my heartful thanks through A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General of India, for his valuable participation and contribution to the deliberation. I wish to express my most heartful gratitude to the legal luminaries, distinguished dignitaries gracing this dais, as well as the esteemed guests, legal experts, and participants seated throughout the hall, who collectively presence have not only lent immense dignity to this occasion, but also served as a powerful source of inspiration for every young mind gathered here today. I'd like to place on record my appreciation for the faculty members, organizers, and student volunteers of VIT Law School, and whose dedication and meticulous efforts ensure to the success of this event. Organizing a conference on this scale requires vision, coordination, commitment, and your collective efforts deserves our sincere administration. At VIT, our mission always been nurture institutions that contribute meaningfully to the society and to the national development. The VIT School of Law continues to embody the vision of encouraging academic excellence, legal scholarship, and socially responsible leadership among the students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your vision continues to guide VIT and inspire us all. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Rajendra Vishwanath Adlekar, his journey in public lifespan, decades of service from standing firm of democracy during the emergency to leading as Speaker of the Goa Legislative Assembly, Minister of Forest and Environment, and later serving as Governor of Himachal Pradesh, Bihar, and now Kerala and Tamil Nadu. His career has been marked by integrity, innovation, and unwavering commitment to democratic values. I now request Surya, State Secretary, ABVP, to felicitate. On behalf of VIT, I now request Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Founder and Chancellor of VIT, and Dr. G. V. Selvam, Vice President VIT, to felicitate Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Rajendra Vishwanath Adlekar. Honorable Justice K. Kumaresh Babu, Judge Madras High Court. He is a graduate of Madras Law College. He enrolled as an advocate in 1993, served as a government advocate and additional advocate general of Tamil Nadu, and was elevated to High Court in 2022. Now I request Sri Paramasivam, State Secretary, ABVP, to felicitate Honorable Justice K. Kumaresh Babu. On behalf of VIT, I now request Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Founder and Chancellor of VIT, and Dr. G. V. Selvam, Vice President of VIT, to felicitate Honorable Justice K. Kumaresh Babu. Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President ABVP, holds an MSv, MSW and PhD and has been associated with ABVP since 1994. He has served in numerous leadership roles and continues his dedication and serves as a national vice president. Now, I request Kavya Subha, State Joint Secretary ABVP, to felicitate Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President ABVP. On behalf of VIT, I now request Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Founder and Chancellor of VIT, and Dr. G. V. Selvam, Vice President of VIT, to felicitate Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President ABVP. May I now invite Sri R. Prakash, State Folklore Convener of Tamil Nadu and the Program Co-Coordinator of Needhi Kalam 2026 to present the conference report.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, respected teachers, and my dear champions of law, good evening. For the past 2 days, 21st and 22nd of March 2026, something special happened here at this VIT Chennai campus. We did not just attend a conference, we started a mission. When we gathered here for Needhi Kalam 2026, our theme was clear: Jurisprudence for 2047, Igniting Legal Minds for a Developed Bharat. Look around this room. Over the last 48 hours, 729 young law students from 51 different campuses across all 38 districts of Tamil Nadu and from Puducherry came together. We came with questions. We are living with a fire in our hearts. Our journey started yesterday with a powerful inaugural ceremony. We were blessed to hear from Honorable Union Minister Sri Kiran Rijiju and Honorable Justice R. Suresh Kumar. Their words reminded us that the law is not just something we study. It's the tool we will use to build our nation. We looked at our past. Justice L.C. Victoria Gowri taught us now how India broke free from colonial chains to achieve true constitutional sovereignty. We looked at our power. Justice S. Srimadi painted a beautiful picture of the future, showing us how women jurists will lead the way for a developed Bharat. We also made sure the youth had a voice through a paper presentation. And last night, the VIT Cultural Club reminded us that our diverse culture is the truth heartbeat of Bharat. Then come today, day 2. Today was about looking into the future. The world is changing fast. Through ARL Sundaresan and Justice D. Bharata Chakravarti opened our eyes to the future of the courts, the ethics of AI, and how technology will change the legal landscape. But no matter how advanced we become, we must never forget our roots. Just a few moments ago, Justice G.R. Swaminathan taught us something beautiful. He showed us how to integrate our ancient Indian knowledge systems into modern law. We realized that to go forward, we must carry the wisdom of our ancestors with us. My dear friends, please listen to this carefully. The year 2047 is exactly 21 years away. That will be the 100th year of our independence. The great judges, ministers, and leaders on this stage have done their part. The way guided us, they have protected the Constitution. But who will protect it in 2047? Look to your left, look to your right, look at the young man and woman sitting next to you. You are looking at the future Chief Justices of India. You are looking at the future lawmakers. You are looking at the people who will make the Bharat a fully developed nation. Nidhi Kalam 2026 has done its job. Our legal minds have been ignited. Now it's our turn to keep the fire burning. Let us leave this hall today not just as a student of law, but as the builders of tomorrow. Thank you to the organizers, thank you to the dignitaries, and thank you to every single student who made this dream a reality. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, Anna, for presenting the conference report. Visionaries build institutions, and institutions build nation. It is a great honor to welcome Dr. G. Vishwanathan, founder and chancellor of VIT, to deliver the presidential address for valedictory ceremony.
Good evening, our chief guest and our Honorable Governor, Sri R.V. Arlekar, who has come here for the first time, the first function in Tamil Nadu after he took over. Our guest of honor, the High Court Judge, Mr. Kumaresh Babu, Justice Swaminathan, the organizers of this wonderful Nidhi Kalam 2026, Mr. Nagalingam and Prakash and other office bearers, G.V. Selvam, the Vice President, and other speakers, judges, senior lawyers who are present, and my dear law students. Very good afternoon to you. I am so happy that I should thank the ABVP for giving us this opportunity when students from all over Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry are assembled here, law students. I completed my law 63 years ago. There was only one law college at that time, Madras Law College. And I wanted to be a lawyer like V.L. Ethraj, because he is from my place, Vellore. And, but fortunately or unfortunately, after 3-4 years, our late leader, Arinya Ranna, called me and said, go to Parliament, so I lost my profession. And you are going to be the future advocates, judges, who are going to save the rights of the minorities, rights of the poor, rights of the downtrodden, and also save the Constitution, because ultimately judiciary is the guardian of the Constitution, because it's a country where we have thousands of political parties ruling each part of India. So your responsibility will be more as a judge and as also as a lawyer. Yesterday, I gave you briefly about what is the problem facing the judiciary or the administration of justice in our country. The maximum number of cases pending in the world is in India. About 5.4 crore cases are pending. And out of this, about 2 lakh cases are pending for more than 30 years. This we have to see that justice must be given to them at an early period. And getting justice is also very costly. It's not easy for poor people to come to the court. Only the upper class can come to the court. And these are the things I want future, you are going to be the future, and you will have to decide, because so far not much has been done, even though we feel that something has been done, but when we compare to other parts of the world, we are lagging behind. See, normally a case takes about 5 years in the district, 10 to 15 years at the High Court level, and more than 20, 25 years at the Supreme Court level. In Europe, they have prescribed time limits for completing a case. Why it is not possible in India? We have to think about it, because the average in Europe for a case to be finished at the district level is 8 months. More than that you cannot take. You can't go on getting adjournments, and the judge is always liberal in giving adjournments. In fact, I remember there is in Tamil, Pudu Kavidain Unaduvanga. They have written about the law courts. நான் என் நிலத்தை உழுது கொண்டிருந்தேன், என் தம்பி அவன் நிலத்தை உழுது கொண்டிருந்தான், ஒரு நாள் நாங்கள் சண்டை போட்டோம், இப்பொழுது இருவர் நிலத்தையும் வக்கீல்கள் உழுது கொண்டிருக்கிறார். That's how the people feel that if they come to the court, they can never go back. And this should change. Again, you are not going to be restricted to legal profession. You are going to be in various avocations and going to be working for the development of society and development of the country. The report said that we were dealing with many subjects. Sometimes we felt that we have achieved. If you see, absolutely, it looks like an achievement. But if you compare with somebody else, then it is no longer an achievement. For example, airports. We were so happy that from 75 airports, we have gone to 140 or 150 airports now. But I was going through how it is in other countries. With a population of 7 crores, France has got 307 public airports. With a population of 35 crores, US has got 5,200 airports. There are 50 states in US. Only one state, Texas, has got 700 airports in one state. So we have to go a long way. It's not only that, we must study our advantages and what is that where we have to strengthen ourselves. You must know the strength as well as weakness. The young population is the strength of India, what we call demographic dividend. But if we want to make use of it, they must have good education, particularly higher education. Only then the young population will be useful to us, but we are lagging behind in higher education. Our gross enrollment ratio is only 28%. In all the developed countries, it varies from 60% to 100%. Even China, which is almost comparable to us in population, they were with us about 35 years ago. Now they have reached 60%. We are still struggling at 28, 29%. So we have to spend more on education. And our Honorable Governor has got varied experience as an MLA, as a speaker, as a minister in a state. And he would have come across many problems. What are the problems faced by the people? And in a democracy, especially in a multi-party democracy, our problems become more. We are already having problem because it's a federal government. You have state governments as well as central governments. And very often the state and center will fight and ultimately the people will suffer. To give you a concrete example, in fact, our governor is here. This is for his knowledge also. There are 22 public universities, government universities in Tamil Nadu. Because of the difference of opinion between the governor and the government, 15 universities do not have vice chancellors. Tamil Nadu is number 1 in higher education. The overall average is 28%. Tamil Nadu, it is 47%. Of course, he presides over both. First is Tamil Nadu with 47%, second is Kerala with 41%, and he presides over both the states. So he is a fortunate person because there is no other governor who can say that my state is number 1 or 2. But this has to be, something has to be done. I would request him, of course, this is not the period where I should mention this, but anyway, since I mentioned education, I had to mention this also, because we have to adjust ourselves, we have to be magnanimous. In fact, there are some countries where in education alone, they consult the opposition and take decisions because they want continuity in education. Something should happen in India also, in spite of our party problems, party feuds. There should be some continuity in areas like defense, external affairs, education, etc., so that the country will not suffer. And I am happy that ABVP has given us opportunity to meet all of you and also invite the Union Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, and also our Governor. I thank the ABVP for giving us this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your vision continues to guide generations. Take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. This is the way to success. With this quote of Swami Vivekananda, I invite Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President of Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad.
நீதிக்களம் 2026. The dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Founder Chancellor of VIT, Dr. G. Vishwanathanji, Dr. G. V. Selvam, Vice President, VIT, Prakash, Conference Coordinator, Justice K. Kumaresh Babu, Judge, Madras High Court, Ms. Kavya Shubhas, State Joint Secretary, ABVP, and dignitaries of the dais, all the delegates from various institutions of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Pondicherry. Namaste to all. Very happy to meet the young, energetic law students, future advocates, future judges. Namaste to all. First of all, I appreciate all of you, all the delegates, for your decision to attend this Nidhikalam 2026 on this weekend, that too extended weekend. You deserve appreciations for taking such a decision to attend the program. I can say you should feel proud because of your participation in this Nidhikalam 2026 for 3 reasons. One is the Fotla Forum is started by ABVP, National Student Organization, which is the world's largest student organization with 75 plus memberships, 75 plus lakhs of memberships, with 77 years of journey. So a forum of largest student organization with the longest journey. Then second reason is the Fotla is the first forum of ABVP. Out of 18 plus forums in ABVP currently, which was started 2010 onwards, one after another. Yesterday our National Secretary explained about that in the inauguration. So Fotla was the first forum, oldest forum in ABVP, and which was started in Tamil Nadu during late 1980s. Then third one is, one of the partners of Nidhikalam 2026 is the world ranked university VIT Chennai and its campus. Because of that also you have to feel happy and proud to attend this program. I remember since mid-90s, I am with the ABVP. I am observing Tamil Nadu student activities, politics, academics, and with respect to law education, I am aware. At that time it was, I remember, 5 government colleges in Tamil Nadu, 1 private college in Salem. And my friends in ABVP are from different colleges, seniors were there and advocates were there. And what was the situation? In the government colleges at that time cannot organize any program with nationalist spirit. More significantly, shockingly, surprisingly, a national flag cannot be hoisted in the law college. In Trichy, one of our law senior student used to tell this situation and tried his level best to flag hoist. Principal was not ready. This was the situation in Tamil Nadu in law colleges with respect to nationalist thought. At that moment only ABVP built law college students. Those times ABVP with full of law students, law graduates, the backbone, the dynamism, energizing of the student movement in Tamil Nadu was because of the law students. They have taken the lead and they were marching towards building a nationalist voices in the law colleges campuses in spite of the various barriers, protest, oppositions and so on. So Fort Laws used to conduct various programs like Law Fest and career guidance and so on. I myself attended in Coimbatore career guidance program. Our Honorable Justice G.R. Swamiranji also used to take sessions in Coimbatore. But I have attended Senior Council Advocate Mailsamiji session. He quoted one important thing I would like to share here. It's a noble profession. Law profession is a noble profession. And he used to orient the law students. Fixing a fees is an art. So you should fix, it should not be burden the client. At the same time, you should not miss your fees. So that is very tactically you have to handle the client and it is art, I remember still. So like that, Fort Laws in various cities used to conduct various programs, and the highlight of the Fort Laws is 2 I will mention quickly. Dr. Ambedkar Law University, it was already mentioned yesterday, through representation, no protest, no agitation, no lathi charge, through representation method, our senior law students and advocates, they led the movement, and there was a convention as mentioned yesterday, and through the advocacy role with the government, with the then law minister, Honorable Aladi Aruna, our senior Fort Law office bearers achieved this. Dr. Ambedkar Law University, this was one of the great milestone. One more aspect I would like to say here as a contribution of Fort Law in Tamil Nadu, female infanticide. Tamil Nadu, ABVP decided to, in 1990s, decided to conduct a survey, study and submit the report to Government of Tamil Nadu and Tottil Kulande Thittam out of the ABVP's recommendations to the Government of Tamil Nadu. And in that survey, female infanticide survey, law students of Tamil Nadu led the prime role. There were 80% of the committee led by the law students. So Fort Laws in Tamil Nadu has contributed a lot, and this is for the information of the current law graduates and to take lead further. So Nidhi Kalam 2026. Igniting legal minds for a developed Bharat. So I hope this 2 days Nidhi Kalam would have ignited you. I could attend today's session, IKS, Indian Knowledge System, by Justice G.R. Swamiranji. So he has given a thought to start thinking about Indianization, IKS knowledge, how to start, very rationally he has given. So I am sure that since yesterday all these thoughts would have ignited you, and young minds take this message for your career. Then I would like to add, in Thurukkural, many disciplines have researched. I am from social work. I have also contributed social work on Tirukural. I have written and published. Management people have researched and documented. So law students also should explore in Tirukural, Sengonmai, Kodungonmai, Arasiyal, Nadu Nilamai, Murai Seidu Kapatral. So there are Adhigaram related chapters related to law, you may explore it. So at the end, I would like to appeal the law students from different campuses. Dear students, ABVP always says that if you have a theme, we have a team. If you have a team, we have a theme. There is a fourth class for you. The forum is yours. You can take the platform. You can come with creative, energetic minds. As earlier speakers have told, we have to go long miles. And we know that there are so many reforms is required in the law, field of law. And the younger generations, you are law students today, but future advocates, judges, some of you may get into the academics, may become Vice Chancellor as like Professor Santosh sir. So this 2-day Nidhi Kalam would have given you the seed of start thinking towards, contributing towards the development of Bharat. So be a change maker for the future generation, be a change maker in the law profession. All the best, good luck, namaste all.
Thank you, sir. Your leadership continues to motivate us. Law is not an end in itself, but a means to achieve justice. I welcome Honorable Justice K. Kumresh Babu, Judge, Madras High Court, to deliver the special address.
Honorable the Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Rajendra Vishwanath Alkar, Dr. G. Vishwanath, Founder and Chancellor, VAT, Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, VAT, Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President, ABVP, other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, the intellectuals gathered here to grace this Nidhi Kalam. Vanakkam and a warm good evening. I am glad to be part of this event, which has ignited the legal minds from the insights of the experts through their proficient exponents of the subjects which have been carefully chosen and curated in such topics, taking this event to a new height. I take pride in congratulating the erudite speakers in igniting the participants, and I'm sure the young intellects have further sharpened their minds in their way to look at the future in a different perspective, to not only meet the needs of the society at large, but also to shape its conforming to the values of the Constitution. Our Constitution is the primary document paving the pathway for the attainment of good governance. Some of the foremost measures to ensure good governance stem from the constitutional provisions, fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, and Part 3 and Part 4 of our Constitution. Constitutional recognition of Panchayat Raj institutions and municipalities through the amendments in the year 1992 have also led to decentralization of powers, ensuring public participation at grassroots levels, leading to sustainable governance. Everyone knows independent judiciary is the fulcrum in accountability of the government institutions. In the realization of human rights jurisprudence, judiciary in India has played a crucial role in determining the constitutional ethos of preserving the rule of law, establishing a civil society. From merely being a legal document, the Constitution provides a dynamic roadmap for the social transformation of economic justice, political democracy, and human development. The Constitution is also not a mere legal framework, but it is a dynamic instrument of a social change. It recognizes that political freedom alone is insufficient unless accompanied by social and economic empowerment. The framers of the Constitution consciously integrated the ideals of democracy, equality, justice, fraternity to guide India's developmental journey. In this context, the Constitution serves as a moral and institutional roadmap for achieving a developed India by 2047. The preamble to the Indian Constitution provides philosophical foundation for India's developmental vision. It also declares India to be sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and commits the state to securing justice, liberty, equality and fraternity for all citizens. These ideals collectively define meaningful development of society. Justice in its social, economic and political dimension aims at eliminating exploitation, discrimination and inequality. Social justice seeks to dismantle caste hierarchies, gender discrimination, while economic justice focuses on distribution of resources and opportunities. Political justice ensures equal participation in governance. Liberty guarantees freedom of thought, expression, belief, and association, which are essential for creativity, innovation, and democratic debate. Equality ensures that development benefits reach all citizens without discrimination. Fundamental rights form the cornerstone of our Constitution. Commitment to human dignity, empowerment by creating conditions necessary for individual growth and collective progress. A developed nation cannot exist without protecting the freedom and rights of the citizen. I insist at the risk of repetition that a developed nation cannot exist without protecting the freedom and rights of its citizen, as the right to equality ensures equal participation of laws and prohibit discrimination on arbitrary grounds, playing a pivotal role in integrating marginalized communities into the mainstream of development. A right to freedom enables citizens to pursue education, profession, business, expression, and thereby contributes to the economic growth and intellectual advancement. These freedoms are essential for knowledge-driven and intellectually innovative economy. Article 21, which guarantees the right to life and personal liberty, had been judicially expanded to include the right to live with dignity. This includes right to education, health, clean environment, livelihood, and privacy. Such interpretation reflects the Constitution's evolving nature and its responsiveness to the developmental needs. The Indian Constitution established an independent judiciary, a representative legislature, an accountable executive, and autonomous constitutional bodies. Such institutions ensure transparency, accountability, and rule of law. Democratic governance promotes political stability, public trust, and policy continuity, which are essential for a long-term development. Judicial protection of rights, free and fair election, and legislative oversight ensures that developmental policies remain constitutional and people-centric. Our Constitution acknowledges historical injustices faced by marginalized communities and provides safeguards through affirmative action, reservation, and protective provision. These measures aim to create equal opportunities and ensure representation in education, employment, and governance. Apart from gender equality, and protection has also been driven hard in the realm of education, public employment, through rigorous statutes that were driven by the dictates of the judiciary. Constitutional equality and legal protection enable women to participate fully in socio-economic and political life. Minority rights and cultural freedoms promote pluralism and social harmony, which are also essential for national integration. A nation cannot be considered developed if significant sections of its population remain excluded from development benefits. Our Constitution emphasizes that rights must be balanced with duties. Fundamental duties encourage citizens to respect the Constitution, promote harmony, protect the environment, and develop scientific temper. Development is not solely the responsibility of the state. It requires a responsible citizenship and their ethical conduct. We claim our rights, wherever it to be, as a fundamental right protected by our Constitution. We all forget our reciprocative fundamental duties that are also enshrined under the Constitution. Even though fundamental duties are not enforceable, one must remember that to claim right, we ought to perform our duties. Rights without duties would trample our society and its development. One example I could give is the right of children claiming rights in the property belonging to their parents without performing the duty that they need to perform to their parents. We also hear cries of protection of fundamental rights under Article 25 to 29 of our Constitution. There also we forget our duty under Article 51 capital A, particularly Clause E and F of the Constitution. The Indian Constitution provides a comprehensive and visionary framework which emphasizes on justice, equality, liberty, democracy, and welfare, making it a powerful instrument for a holistic development. The Constitution does not merely permit development, it mandates inclusive, sustainable, and human progress. Addressing the law students, I would request the law students to understand the Constitution as not only a constitution which gives rights to a citizen, but also it carries with it the duties that a citizen should also undertake. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address this gathering.
Thank you, Lordship, for your profound and inspiring keynote. We are truly honored by your presence, Lordship. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. We now come to a proud moment of Nidhi Kalam 2026. The distribution of certificates and medals to the top 3 best presenters. These honors symbolize dedication, perseverance, and achievement, and today we celebrate the effort of those who have excelled. May I kindly invite Honorable Governor to present the certificates and medals to the deserving best presenters. The first best presenters are A. Kavya, author, Ritika R., co-author from School of Excellence in Law. Second best presenter, Sneha J., Central University of Tamil Nadu. And third goes to Sarika J. Arthur, Abhijit M. Co-author, Central University of Tamil Nadu. Now I invite Best Delegates of Nidhi Kalam 2026, Kartika, Hindustan University, Chennai. Sri Bharadan, Government Law College, Coimbatore. Priyuta, Christ University. We congratulate all the presenters and appreciate their commitment. True statesmanship is measured by service, humanity, and commitment to the people. With deep respect, I now invite Honorable Governor Thiru Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar to deliver the Chief Guest Address for the valedictory ceremony of Nidhi Kalam 2026.
வணக்கம். You must encourage me to learn Tamil. On this very occasion of Nidhikam 2026, I am sharing this honorable dais along with Justice Thiru Kumresh Babuji, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Dr. M. Nagalingam, Dr. G. V. Selvam, Thiru Prakash, Ms. Kavya Subhash, all other dignitaries, distinguished invitees here, special guests, law officials, eminent speakers, professionals, faculty members, members of various associations, my dear students, friends from media, press, Priya Sahodari, Sahodaran Mare, Naiva Varukkam, Iniya Vanakkam. I congratulate all of you here having gathered for this particular occasion. Now we are at the end of the or concluding session of a two-day session, two-day seminar, which we have attended from last day and today. And as I was going through the agenda of yours from yesterday and today also, I was so happy to understand that nothing has been left for me to be said to you. So I am very happy that I need not speak to you much, and that too on a particular subject. But the protocol of any function demands that one who has been invited, he has to speak something. I don't know whether I will be speaking on the subject itself or not. Because all the legal luminaries are sitting here, including the Justice Kumresh ji, and all other people who have been in relation with the just law, justice. And probably I am the man odd there, who doesn't understand what is law, what is justice. When I was just traveling from my Lok Bhavan to this particular destination, I was asking my ADC, so you will understand my level of understanding. I was asking my ADC, what does exactly jurisprudence means? I was asking him. And fortunately for you and me, my ADC is a law student. He studied law. And then he explained me something about that. Of course, I could not understand that. But you will certainly understand. You will certainly do for something for the society, to the people like me who don't understand. Because you are well versed with law, well versed with what Justice Kumresh ji was speaking about Constitution, its provisions, how it is to be understood. You are well versed with it. But many a times a question comes to my mind, whether it is better to be a lawyer or a judge or a justice. Monetarily, I don't know. There are many lawyers practicing, earning lot of money. And many a times they overrule the judges also, justices, in the matter of money, finances. So many a times it is necessary to understand which side to be there, to be on the judge's side or to be on the lawyer's side. But the fact remains that we require more and more judges in today's judiciary. It is a fact. We have to underline this. I was just discussing with both of the justice as well as the dignitaries there. What is the exact problem? Why there are so many cases are pending? And what is the percentage of population that goes to the court? Just very recently I read about that. It was very it was disturbing in fact. Only few percentage of our population goes to the court to get justice. And still we have more than 5 crores of cases pending as on today. The fact remains to be discussed and understood is that we have got less number of courts and less number of judges. It is even today, all the vacant posts are not filled today, even today. In many high courts, in many other lower courts also. So that has to be done properly. If we are not doing that, then we are just ignoring justice, which is very much required by a common person who is there on the streets. He doesn't understand what the justice is. He doesn't understand when the justice will be done to him. He just sees what is, how the courts are there, how they are being run, how they are being managed, and how all our lawyers are practicing in the courts. He doesn't understand that. To be in a true democracy, to be true to our constitution, the person who sits there on the street, he must get justice. He must have some credibility towards the judges, towards the whole justice system of justice and the lawyers including them. if he doesn't have that credibility and he doesn't have faith in our judicial system, the whole system itself is a failure. We have to look into it. We have to go deep into it. And that is up to you, my dear students here who are sitting. You have to look into it. Yes, I can be a good lawyer. I can be a good interpreter of the law. That is very much required today. A proper interpretation of the judicial provisions. That is very much required. If that is not done, then many people feel justice is not being done to me. It is not with the lawyers. Many times with the judges also. If one provision there in the law or in the constitution, it is being differently interpreted by the same judiciary, in the same court. I don't understand why this happens. Why the interpretation of the same words, same sentences is different. You must have seen many a times, Mr. Vishwanathan was speaking about the universities here. He says out of 22 universities, only 5 universities have vice chancellors. And we are hoping to have a good education system in this country, in this state. How it can happen? But we also must understand why this situation has come. Because there are many cases pending in the high courts, in the Supreme Court, regarding our educational system, regarding our universities. I am also the governor of Kerala. So from there also, same situation. Many cases are pending before the courts. And I don't know why somebody who is to be concerned, do not bother about to get it fast cleared. And every time I see many of them just speak about our education system and it should be strengthened, but we will do nothing to get the cases there pending in the courts to be cleared. We'll do nothing for that. That is a system today. That is because we don't understand or we don't believe that the justice, today's justice, is for the particular person who is a common person, who is a human being. For them we have to deliver the justice. There are always moral values to be discussed. There are always fundamental duties and rights to be discussed. But we don't understand rights and duties have come into our constitution because there are moral values. And to protect the moral values which do not have anything in the constitution, we have coded it, put into words in the constitution, calling it as fundamental rights. We have to understand this, that moral values are to be maintained. And those moral values are always in coincidence, in touch with humanity. If we do anything and it has got no human values, it will not survive. It will not survive. So there has to be human touch. You all are students of law. You know what is right and wrong. You understand what is good and bad. But if you do not have that human touch within your hearts, whole efforts will be of no use. So let us study law. Let us understand justice. Let us try to tell that person, this is the justice to be done to you, and I am here to help you. Few days back here, there was justice conference here in Chennai also. Our central minister Arjun Meghwal ji had been here in Chennai. for some conference on the very same issues. How justice can be delivered to all the common people, how the developments are happening, how the new techniques have been introduced, AI generated techniques in the law, in the justice. But all that has to be done keeping the person at the center, who is human being. If we do not do for him, then it is of no use. We have been just discussing, I do not know why we missed the word. Always now I was just listening to all the earlier speakers. There was a word called developed Bharat, developed Bharat. I do not know why Vikasit Bharat was not used. Only developed Bharat was there. It means Vikasit Bharat. By the year 2047, we are reaching that goal, reaching that aim of 2047, Vikasit Bharat, developed India. And all have agreed that Vikasit Bharat or developed India cannot be achieved without a developed notion of our justice, of law. We cannot get that. Vikasit Bharat is not the concept only of an economy. If we are economic well-to-do, we have got all sorts of finances with us and we are a developed country. No, it is not so. Vikasit Bharat is a concept of a total development. Samagra Vikas. Vikas from all sides, all-round development. So that has to be there, and in that Vikasit Bharat, human being is the center of it. It is for him that we are doing everything. And if we do not have that, then it is of no use. I just tell you one incident. It was mentioned here that I was governor in Himachal Pradesh also. That was my first assignment. And one day I was traveling from Shimla to one place called Solan. And in my vehicle there was sitting my ADC also was sitting with me. And it was about 2.5 hours journey. So we just got bored by looking at the same scenarios and everything. So my ADC asked me one question. He just wanted to say something I do not know, but he asked me one question. He knew that I was in earlier assignments, I was a politician. So he asked me, sir, how to become a good politician? I was surprised at this question, how to become a good politician? Today, in today's context, these two words are just opposite words, good and politician. I hope there is no politician here. Please don't misunderstand me. But it is a fact that these two words are just in the opposite direction. Good politician, is there anything such thing called good politician? But he was targeting probably me because he knew that I was earlier in my position, I was a politician. But being myself in a position of politics and understanding what is politician, I could recover myself. Politicians have got that quality. In any situation, they recover immediately. So I still had that quality. So I recovered myself and asked him the question. Tell me, my dear friend, he was an IPS officer. Is there any good IPS officer? Is there any good IAS officer? Is there any good law practitioner? Is there any good judge? Is there any good chartered accountant? A medical practitioner? So he got confused now. And he was looking at me, sir, what you want to say? I said, there is nothing called good IPS officer. There is nothing called good lawyer. There is nothing called good judge. There is nothing called good IAS officer, and there is nothing called good politician. To be a good lawyer, to be a good judge, to be a good IPS officer or to be a good IAS officer, you have to be basically good human being. If you are a good human being, you can be anything. You can be anything. Even you can become a good politician if you are a good human being. That is how we are now. That is what we are targeting today. Let us try this. Whole effort is to be a good human being. It is just not to giving service to the society, but that particular person who wants to have this service should be having feeling that yes, I am a human being and I am also a good human being. Then only I can deliver. So let us try to be good lawyer. Let us try to be, if you want to be, let us try to be good judge, good justice. And that justice and good everything will be given to him being a good human being. That is what we have to take from this particular Nidhi Kalam. We have to take from here. That is our takeaway. Yes, I will be doing everything for this Vikasit Bharat, and I will also be a good human being. That is my Vikasit Bharat's aim. That is what Vikasit Bharat or Developed India for me. Developed India for me is that person who is there, he must get a justice having a human being, human touch to it. That is what we have to do, my dear friends here. I know you have been bombarded with many thoughts and this and everything. As I said, I know nothing of just law. I do not know, I don't understand what is justice. But the thoughts while looking at you people here came to my mind. I have just pronounced it very loudly. Might be in your minds also, but I have spoken it a little bit very loudly. That's all. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. Your vision and lifelong commitment to democratic values continue to guide and inspire us, sir. I now invite Kavya Subhash, State Joint Secretary of ABVP, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very pleasant good evening to everyone. Every historic gathering must come to a close. But as we draw the curtains on Nidhi Kalam 2026, we are not ending a conference, we are beginning a moment. And as we stand at this finish line, my heart is simply filled with gratitude to our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar. Sir, your words today were not just a valedictory address. They were a roadmap. Your profound vision for a developed Bharat has given all of us a guiding light. We are deeply honored by your towering presence here today. Thank you, sir. To Honorable Justice K. Kumaresh Babu, my Lord, your seasoned wisdom and deep legal insights have left a permanent mark on every young mind in this room. You have reminded us that the law is not just a profession, but a sacred duty. We thank you for inspiring the future defenders of our Constitution. A vision this grand needed a grand home. I express my deepest reverence to the founder and chancellor of VIT, Dr. G. Vishwanathan. Sir, your inspiring presidential address and your lifelong commitment to education continue to shape generations. Thank you for graciously opening the doors of this institution to host this historic dialogue. My earnest thanks also go to our Vice President, Dr. G.V. Selvam sir. Your warm welcome address set the perfect tone for today. We are incredibly grateful for your unwavering support and seamless hospitality from day one, which made this entire event possible. I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. M. Nagalingam, National Vice President of ABVP. Sir, your steadfast support and thoughtful words today have anchored this gathering, reminding us of the unbreakable power of youth and unity. Thank you. I also wish to thank Thiru Prakash, our conference coordinator, for so smoothly and brilliantly guiding these valedictory proceedings to a seamless conclusion. A conference of this magnitude does not happen by magic. It happens through sweet, sleepless nights and absolute dedication. To every organizer, faculty coordinator, volunteer, and technical team members working silently behind the scenes, thank you. You are the unseen pillars of Neethikalam 2026. Finally, to the delegates, to the vibrant young students, thank you for your energy, your questions, and your brilliant minds. Please remember this moment. In exactly 21 years, when Bharat celebrates 100 years of independence in 2047, the dignitaries on the stage will be looking at you. It will be your hands shaping the law, your minds delivering justice, your courage protecting this nation. Take the fire you found in this room over the last 2 days and go light up the world with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit full of hope. I formally conclude this vote of thanks. Thank you. Jai Hind.
A nation culture resides in the hearts and in soul of its people. As we bring this valedictory ceremony of Neethikalam 2026 to a close, may I request everyone present here to kindly rise for the singing of our national song, followed by national anthem. With this solemn tradition, we formally conclude the ceremony.
सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं सुब्रतोत्स सुजगितव्यामिनी कुलकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिनी सुफलां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं श्यामलां सरलां सुस्मितां भूषितां धरणीं भरणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम् जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
With this solemn tradition, we formally conclude the ceremony, and I kindly request all the delegates to remain seated until the dignitaries have exited the auditorium. I kindly request the delegates to maintain silence, and I kindly request the delegates to remain seated in your place until the dignitaries have exited the auditorium.
బొమ్మన్న సెందిలన్న
Please proceed to the food court where the refreshment has been arranged for, and your certificates will be provided after refreshments. I kindly request the delegates to proceed to the food court where the refreshments have been arranged for.
கோயம்புத்தூர்ல லேண்ட் வாங்கிட்டு இனிமே அப்ரிசியேஷனுக்காக காத்திருக்க தேவையில்ல. நீங்க லேண்ட் வாங்கின முதல் நாளே 50% வரை அப்ரிசியேஷன் கிடைக்க போகுது. எஸ், launching G Square Lavender at கோவில்பாளையம். Best and lowest price in the market. Market price 15 lakhs இருக்கிற இடத்துல உங்களுக்கு launching price-ஆ villa plots வெறும் 9.9 lakhs % கிடைக்கும். இன்னைக்கு plot book பண்ணி 50% appreciation பெறுங்க. இது investment இல்ல, instant growth. For bookings call 89701 27000.